Good morning and welcome to my class. I'm Miss Vandana Gupta, Assistant Professor of Mathematics. So we are in our last topic, that is linear programming problem. So in this already we have seen how to draw a straight line, how to draw inequality, and how to find out the feasible reason. That means if more than two inequalities are given to you, how to find out the solution region. This we have already seen. And in the last lecture, we have solved the linear programming problem, where we have maximized the objective function. So just recollect once again, what is a linear programming problem? It is the problem of maximizing or minimizing an objective function. So basically, linear programming problem contains three parts. The first part is called an objective function, which is to be maximized or minimized. Okay, there is a common name for maximize and minimize, which is called as optimizes. Okay, optimizes. The second part is inequality constraints, and the third part is non-negative restrictions. So for example, look at this. It is a general form of a linear programming problem. So maximize or minimize, as the case may be. Generally, whenever there is a profit function in any business, profit always a businessman would like to maximize the profit and minimize the cost of production. So whenever it's a profit function, we always try to maximize it. And if it's a cost function, we always try to minimize that. So this is an objective function, which is to be maximized or minimized. So this is the first part of the linear programming problem. Okay. The first part is this. And the second part of linear programming problem, which is this, after subject to. Okay. So that is what? Subject to. You can see what I have written here. Look at here. Subject to a1x plus b1y less than or equal to c1, a2x plus b2y less than or equal to c2. See, this sign may be either less, greater, or equal to. And just a minute, give me a minute. So this is called as, wait a minute. So this is called as objective function. Objective function. Okay, and this is called as constraints. And as I told you, every linear programming problem will have these two. It is called as non-negative constraint. Means the value of x and y will always be positive. Will be either positive or it can be 0, but it cannot be negative. So that is why it is called as non-negative constraint. Okay. So every linear programming problem will have that non-negative restrictions. Then, what are these PQ, A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1, C2, CM? They are all constants. Now, what is the meaning of constant? Constant means any number. It can be 0, it can be positive number, or it can even be negative. Okay, so that is what is called as a constant. Now, what I have written here at the bottom, you can see. Look at here. One and only one of the sign holds for each constant. So in the bracket, I've written 3 signs, but only one sign will be there, either less than or equal to, or equal or greater than or equal to. So this is the general form of the linear programming problem. Now, in your syllabus, you will have only 2 variables, x and y. But in general, there can be more than 2 variables. So because you are in your syllabus, you have got to solve the linear programming problem by graphical method. So there are only 2 variables in your case. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of solution of linear programming problem? So solution of linear programming problem means to find the values of x and y which will satisfy all the constraints and also which will optimizes the objective function. That means to find a solution of a linear programming problem is to find the values of x and y which will satisfy all these constraints. X should be greater than or equal to 0, y should be greater than or equal to 0, and all the constraints, and which should also maximize or minimize as the case may be the objective function. So I think this problem of maximize z equal to 2x plus 3y subject to these constraints and if it's non-negative restrictions, this problem in my last lecture I have already solved. So you can go through my recording. So today we are going to solve the problem where we are going to minimize the objective function. So please concentrate here. Let us take the problem of minimization. Look at this question. Solve the following linear programming problem graphically. Minimize z is equal to 6x plus 7y subject to, these are the two constraints. In most of the cases for you will have only two constraints, okay, and this will always be there, x greater than or equal to 0 and y greater than or equal to 0. Here I have written the answer also, but we will solve it and then check our answer. So this is our objective function, which here we want to minimize it, and after subject to these two constraints, what we are getting, they are called as the constraints. This, which every linear programming problem, x will be greater than or equal to 0, y will be greater than or equal to 0. This will always be there. It is called as non-negative restrictions, non-negative constraint or non-negative restriction, whatever you want, you can call it. Okay, these are the three parts of the linear programming problem. Now we are going to solve this by using the graph. Okay, so what is our method? The method is same as we have done in the solution to find the solution of maximizing problem. Same way. So first of all, we are going to find out the feasible region for these constraints. So we have to draw this region as well as this region on the graph paper. And these two constraints will tell you that your graph should be strictly in the first quadrant only, because x and y both are either greater than 0 or they may be equal to 0. So they cannot, our graph should not cross the second, third and fourth quadrant. So let us draw the graph for the first inequality. What is the first one? 2x plus 3y greater than or equal to 12. Look at here. First constraint is 2x plus 3y greater than or equal to 12. So to find out what is this reason, let us first draw the line. First I will use the black color pen here. Okay, so we will first draw the line. First, draw the line. Which line you will draw? 2x plus 3y. In place of this symbol, you have to put equal sign, because then only you will get the line. Okay, in the equation of line, there is always equal sign. So 2x plus 3y, this sign you replace by equal. So first we have to draw this line. Now, as you know that to draw the line, you need minimum 2 points. So what are we going to do? We are going to make a table like this. We will give any value to x and find out the corresponding value for y and prepare a table like this. So let us put x equal to 0 as we used to do. Okay, this is our general method. So when you put in this equation x equal to 0, what are you going to get? I'm doing the rough work here. 2 into 0 plus 3 into y is equal to 12. In this equation, I'm putting x equal to 0. So what am I going to get? 2 into 0 is 0. So 0 plus 3y is equal to 12. So what is 3y? 3y is 12. So what is the value of y? 12 upon 3, that is 4. So if x is equal to 0, I'll get y equal to 4. So which point I'm going to get? 0 and 4. Okay. So 1 point I got. Now let us see to find the one more point. We need 2 points, right? So put y equal to 0. So let us put y equal to 0 here and find out the value of x in a similar way. So I'm going to do the rough work here again. So let me erase this work, what I have done here. So in this equation, now I'm going to put y equal to 0 and we'll find out the value of x. So I'm doing the rough work here itself. You can do along with me. So in this equation, put y equal to 0. So 2x plus 3 into 0 equal to 12. Okay, this is the rough work. So it is 2x plus 3 into 0 is 0 equal to 12. So 2x is equal to 12. So what will be the value of x? 12 upon 2, which is 6. So which point I'm going to get? 6 and 0. So when I put x equal to 0, I get y equal to 4. When I put y equal to 0, I get x equal to 6. So I got 2 points, 0, 4 and 6, 0. Now let us plot these 2 points on the graph paper. So here I have prepared a graph paper. As you know that I'm going to stick to only the first quadrant because of this constraint, x greater than or equal to 0 and y greater than or equal to 0. That is why I have not given much space to the second, third and fourth quadrant. So let us, you know that this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is the origin. And these are the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you have a proper graph paper, then you can do on that graph paper. Okay. Now see, what are the points? 0, 4. X coordinate is 0, y coordinate is 4. So let us plot this point. X coordinate is 0, y coordinate is 4. So this is the point 0 and 4, correct? Now the next point is 6, 0. X coordinate is 6 and y coordinate is 0. So look at on the x-axis, x coordinate is 6 here and y coordinate is 0. So I have got 2 points, 0, 4 and 6, 0. Okay. Now you join these two points and make a line. So I'm joining these 2 points. So this is my line 2x plus 3y equal to 12. Okay. But I want to draw this region 2x plus 3y greater than or equal to 12. So you can see that this line divides the entire plane into 3 parts. What are the 3 parts? First part is the points on the line. Second part is the point above this line, that means this region. And the third part is below the line. Now, how to check that which portion is given by or which region is given by this inequality 2x plus 3y greater than or equal to 12. So greater than or equal to 12 meaning greater than 12 and equal to 12. So equal to 12 is what it is, the points on this line. Okay. Now greater than 12, which region? This region, above the line or below the line? How will you check that? You have to just take any point in the region. Suppose I take this point 0, 0. Okay. What are the coordinates of this point? It is 0, 0. Okay. So let us check the region, I mean this portion where this point lies 0, 0, it given by what inequality? So in this you put x equal to 0 and y equal to 0 and see what you are getting. So what am I going to do? I'm doing the rough work here itself. So put x equal to 0 and y equal to 0 in the left hand side of the equation. So you will get 2 into 0 plus 3 into 0. In this equation, put x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. So 2 into 0 is 0, 3 into 0. So I'm going to get 0. What is the right hand side? It is 12. So what is the relation between 0 and 12? It is less than. That shows that the point in which 0, 0 lies, that region is given by the inequality 2x plus 3y less than 12. So, but we want greater than 12. So that clearly says that this portion of the reason above the line is given by 2x plus 3y. So this portion is 2x plus 3y greater than or equal to 12. Correct? 2x plus 3y equal to 12 is the points on the line. The below portion in which this point lies, 0, 0, it is given by less than 12. So what will be greater than 12? Everything on this line and above the line. This is given by this inequality. I hope it is clear to you. So the everything from here to here, and which I have shown by the arrow, that is given by the inequality 2x plus 3y greater than or equal to 12. So we have drawn the first constraint. What is our second constraint? Look at in the question. Second constraint is this 2x plus y greater than or equal to 8. So this is my second constraint, 2x plus y greater than or equal to 8. So to draw this constraint, first of all, we will have to draw the line. So let us draw the line first. So draw the line, because unless you draw the line, you will not be able to indicate the reason. So draw the line 2x plus y equal to 8. Okay. Now, as before, to draw a line, you need minimum 2 points. So make a table like this. Give some value to x, find the corresponding value of y, and give some value to y and find the corresponding value of x. So as you know, the easiest thing is give the value of x as 0 and find the value of y. So I hope you can do this. I'm doing the rough work here itself. So in this equation, put x equal to 0. So 2 into 0 plus y equal to 8. So 0 plus y equal to 8. So therefore, what is the value of y? It will be 8. So when you put x equal to 0, you get y equal to 8. So the point is 0, 8. I hope you are understanding this. In this equation, when you put x equal to 0, you will get 2 into 0, that is 0. So 0 plus y equal to 8. See, here I have done. So y equal to 8. So I have got 1 point, 0 and 8. Okay. Now to find another point, put y equal to 0. Can you tell me what is the value of x when you put y equal to 0? Write in the chat box. Let me see who can give me the value. So y is what? When you put y equal to 0, what will be the value of x? Yes? So put here y equal to 0. Who will tell me the value of x? It is 4, correct. Okay. So when you put here y equal to 0, what are you going to get? Let us do the rough work here itself. So 2x plus y equal to 0 is equal to 8. So 2x is equal to 8. X is equal to 8 upon 2, that is 4. So x is 4. Okay. So which point you have got? 4 and 3. Correct? So you have got 2 points to draw this line. First is 0 and 8, and the other one is 4 and 0. Let us plot them on the graph paper. I'm going to use a different color to draw this. Let us use this green color. Okay. So first point is 0, 8. X coordinate is 0, y. So this is the point 0, 8. 0 and 8. Okay. And the second point is 4, 0. So here is the point 4, 0. Correct? Now join these 2 points. You have the graph paper. I hope you people are doing along with me. So what is the, have you joined the points? Okay, so join these 2 points, and you will notice that this point will pass, this line will pass through this 40. Just a minute. So I have drawn this line. I have joined the point 0, 8 and 4. Okay. Now I want to draw this constraint 2x plus y greater than or equal to 8. So I hope you can now tell me it is which side portion of the line? Greater than. Okay. So if you notice that if I take this, the portion of the region below the line, then if you take the point 0, 0, and if you put here x equal to 0, y equal to 0, you are going to get 0, which is less than 8. So that clearly indicates that I have to take which side portion of the line? The above, the portion of the line of the region above the line. Okay. So this is what is the reason 2x plus y greater than or equal to 8. Okay. Yes. So now there are 2 regions on my graph. The first region 2x plus cy greater than or equal to 12. It is everything from here to here and above the line with the red arrow. What about this region? It is everything from here to here. I don't want to go beyond that because my x and y are non-negative. So I don't have to consider the second, third and fourth quadrant. So from here to here, and which is shown by green arrow. Now I want the feasible region. Feasible region meaning what? The region which is common to both. So you have to select the region in which there is green color as well as red color. That is my common region. So what is that common region? I use the orange color to indicate the feasible region. So you can see that the see this red, I cannot take this portion because in this portion there is no green color, only red. So but this portion I can take because this arrow, so the red color is there. So from here to here to here and this one. So look at this. The region which I'm showing by golden color, golden checks you can see. So this is what is my feasible region, which red color as well as green color is there. So this is the common region. Okay. Let me give a number, give a name to it. So I may call this point as P, I may call this point as Q, and I may call this point as R. P, Q, and R. So this is my feasible region. Okay. Now let us write down the coordinates of this point. So what is the coordinate of the point P? It is 0, 8. And what is the coordinate of this point R? It is 6, 0. What is the coordinate of this point Q? Q is the point which lies on both the lines 2x plus 3y equal to 12 as well as this line 2x plus y equal to 8. So if you have a proper graph paper, you can find out which point is this. It is the point, the coordinate of point Q is x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is 2. This is the point Q. Look at here. If you put x equal to 3 here and y equal to 2, you will get 12. See, 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus y is 2. So 2 into 3 is 6. So you'll get 12. Similarly, here also, this, so 3, 2 lies on this line. Also, this point lies on this line. Put x equal to 3. So 3 into 2 is 6 and y equal to 2. So 6 plus 2 is 8. So this point is there on both the lines. It is satisfying the equation of both the lines. Now, once you have found out the feasible reason, what is our next step? To see, your minimum Z will be on the corners only. So write down the corner point. So we will prepare a table like this. Let me use this. So feasible region is P, Q and R. Okay, it's an unbounded region. If you remember last time जो हमने प्रॉब्लम किया था मैक्सिमाइजेशन का, उसमें वो रीजन ना कुछ इस तरह का आया था, बाउंड्री थी उसमें. यहाँ पर बाउंड्री नहीं है, ये एंडलेस है, बट कॉर्नर्स है इसको, P, Q and R. So the feasible region is P, Q and R. So write down the corner points. In the next column, write the value of Z. Value of Z. What is your Z? Z कितना दिया है आपको? 6x plus 7y. 6x plus 7y. Okay, write down the points P, Q, and R. What are the coordinates of point P? P का coordinate है 0, 8. So P का coordinate है 0, 8. Q का coordinate कितना है? 3 and 2. Q का coordinate है 3 and 2. And what are the coordinates of R? R का coordinate है 6 and 0. 6 and 0. Okay. So let us find out the value of Z on these points. Okay. So what about on this point P? In this, put x equal to 0 and y equal to 8. So what are you going to get? When you put 6 into 0 plus 7 into 8. 6 into 0 is 0 and 7 into 8, 56. Okay. Similarly, find out here 6 into 3, put x equal to 3 and y equal to 2. So 6 into 3 is 18 plus 7 into 2 is 14. So 18 plus 14, how much? 30. Okay. What about here? Put x is equal to 6 and y equal to 0. So 6 into 6 plus 7 into 0. How much you will get? 36. Correct? Now, the minimum Z will occur at any one of these corner points. So you can see here where you are getting the minimum value, you have to minimize Z. No? Look at here, minimize Z. So where you are getting the minimum value? 32. This is minimum. So minimum Z is occurring at which point? 3. Okay. So therefore, minimum Z is minimum at which point? At point Q. What are the coordinates of Q? 3 and 2. So what is the solution of this linear programming problem? Therefore, solution is x is equal to 3, y is equal to 2. Look at here, x is equal to 3, y is equal to 2. And what is the minimum value of Z? It is 32. So this is the solution. Look at here. I have written the x is 3, y is 2, and minimum Z is 32. So we got the answer. Okay. I hope you have understood. Any question, you can ask me. So we have found the solution of this linear programming problem. Now let us solve one more problem. Okay. So basically, to solve a linear programming problem, what you have to do, you have to first of all find out a feasible reason. You take all the constraints. In your case, maximum you will have 2 constraints. Okay. So, and this will always be there. So restrict your feasible reason in the first quadrant only. So first of all, you have to find out the feasible reason, जैसे कि हमने यहाँ पर किया. Okay. Then find out the corner points of the feasible region and find out the value of Z on the corner points. जहां पर भी वो minimum या maximum जो भी है आ रहा है, that is your solution. I hope you have understood. Let us take one more problem. Look at here. Solve the following linear programming problem graphically. Minimize Z is equal to x plus 4y subject to x plus 3y greater than or equal to 3, 2x plus y greater than or equal to 2, x greater than or equal to 0, and y greater than or equal to 0. I've already written the answer, but we will solve it and cross-check our answer. Okay. So again, as I told you, this linear programming problem, what is the objective function? This is the objective function. Objective function is the function which you are going to maximize or minimize. How many constraints are there? 2 constraints. These are the constraints. And this, as usual, every linear programming problem will have this. It is called what? Non-negative constraints. Okay, or non-negative restrictions. Okay. So let us solve this problem. So first constraint is what here? X plus 3y greater than or equal to 3. So to draw this inequality on the graph paper, we will require what? To draw the line. Okay. So we will draw the line first. Draw the line x plus 3y greater than or equal to 3. This symbol will be replaced by equal. So as I told you, to draw a line, you need 2 points. So make a table like this. Give some value to x and find the corresponding value of y. Okay. So let us put x equal to 0. If you put here x equal to 0, what is the value of y you are going to get? Who will tell me? Write in the chat box. Yes, somebody has to write in the chat box. X is equal to 0. When you put here x equal to 0, what will be the value of y? What has happened? 1. Very good. So when you put x equal to 0, you will get 0 plus 3y equal to 3. So 3y is equal to 3. So y is equal to 3 upon 3, that is 1. So you will get the 0.01. Correct? Now put y equal to 0. If you put y equal to 0, what value of x you will get? 3. So it is 3g. Correct now? Put y equal to 0. So this whole thing will become 0. So x is equal to 3. Okay? So you got 2 points. Now let us plot these points on the graph paper. So the first point is 0, 1. Let me just write down the points here first. This is O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 0, 1. X is 0, y is 1. So this is the point 0, 1. Where is the point 3, 0? X, this is the point 3, 0. Okay. So I have plotted these 2 points. Now let us join them. So 0, 1 and 3, 0. So 0, 1 and 3, 0. This is that line. But I want this reason, x plus 3y greater than or equal to 3. So as before in the previous problem, you see that this reason greater than or equal to 3 will be the reason above the line. So the region which I'm indicating by red arrow, So everything from here to here and this arrow. So this region is express 3y greater than or equal to 3. As before, this region will be less than because 0, 0 lies in that. So when you put x equal to 0, y equal to 0, you are going to get left hand side as 0 and the right hand side is 3. So 0 is less than 3. That means this portion is less than 3. So the portion of the plane which is above the line will be denoted by express 3y greater than 3. Now let us draw this region. So to draw this region, we will have to draw the line first. So let us draw the line first. Okay. So we will first draw the line. Which line? 2x plus y equal to 2. Instead of this symbol, we will replace this symbol by equal. So give some values to x and find the corresponding value of the other variable y. So when I put here x equal to 0 in this equation, when you put x equal to 0, this will become 0. The value of y will be 2. So it is 0 and 2. Correct? Now next time when you put y equal to 0, what is the value of x? Y, when you put y equal to 0, this will become 0. So 2x is equal to 2. So x will be, so you will get 2x is equal to 2. So x will be 2 upon 2, that is 1. So it is 1. So 1 and 0. Okay. So these are the points which we are going to get. 0, 2 and 1, 0. Let us plot them on the graph paper. Okay, 0, 2. X is 0, y is 2. So this is the point 0, 2. Then what? 1, 0. X is 1 and y is 0. So this is the point 1 and 0. Correct? 0, 2 and 1, 0. Join these 2 points. This is the point you have joined. So this is the, let me make it. Okay. Let us 0, 2 and 1, 0. This one. Okay. If you want, you can line, you can have arrow. But you want 2x plus y greater than or equal to 2. So as before, this will be the everything on this line and which I am denoting by arrow. Correct? Yes. Now we have to find out the feasible region. That means the portion which is common to both the region. So you can see that the portion which is common to both the region. See this red, the first region, this one is from here to here and above this line. And this one is from here to here and above this line. So you have to see the region which contains both green as well as red color. So it is from here to here and here. Okay. So it is the, I'll use the golden color for that. So the feasible region is this, you may call it as P, here to here and then here. So P, Q and R. So this is the feasible region, which I am denoting by feasible region is P, Q and R. Now, what are the coordinates of P? It is 0, 2. What are the coordinates of R? It is 3, 0. But what is the coordinate of Q? Q is the point which is on this line as well as on this line. So you can, if you have a proper graph paper, you can see here the point Q has coordinates 0.6 and 0.8. Okay, you can see here this point 0.6 here, and here you can see 0.8. So these are the coordinates of point Q. If you have a proper graph paper, you can find out that. So let us now write down what is the feasible reason. The feasible reason is P, Q, and R. So here we will prepare a table. These are the corner points with the value of Z. What is your Z? What is your objective function here? X plus 4y. X plus 4y. So the first point P, Q, and R. What is P? P is this point. So the coordinates are 0 and 2. 0 and 2. What is Q? Q is this point. The coordinates are 0.6 and 0.8. 0.6 and 0.8. What is R? R is this point. The coordinates are 3 and 0. 3 and 0. Okay. Now find the value of Z. So on this point, so put x equal to 0 and y equal to 2. You will get 0 plus 4 into 2. So that will be 8. And here 0.6 plus 4 into 0.8. 0.6 plus 4 into 0.8. 3.4 into 0.8 is 3.2 plus 6. So 3.6. So 3.8 आएगा. आप करके देख लो कैलकुलेटर में. And here the value of Z will be 3 plus 4 into 0. It is 3. Okay, 4 into 0 is 0. So where you are getting the minimum value of Z, you want to minimize the Z. Huh? See, the problem is minimize Z. So you have to take the least value. So where you are getting minimum, here, this is the minimum Z. This is minimum. So minimum Z, minimum value of Z is 3. And it is at which point? At point R, 30. What is the solution of this linear programming problem? Therefore, solution is x is equal to 3, y is equal to 0, and minimum value of Z is equal to 3. So we have calculated the value of x and y, which is satisfying all the constraints. X is 3, y is 0, and the value of Z is minimum at this point, and the minimum Z is 3. So 3, 0. Let us check our answer. X is 3, y is 0, minimum Z is 3. So if you have got a book, you can solve any problem from the exercise. So I have taken 2 problems of minimization today, and maximization problem already we have taken in the last lecture. So you must have noticed one thing, that in the minimization problem, the feasible region is unbounded. देखो यहाँ कोई boundary नहीं है. It is going up to infinity. Whereas the problem of maximization जो हमने last time solve किया था, उसमें you were getting the region as the closed. ऐसा एक आ रहा था closed. Why? Because the constraints were not greater than it, they were less than or equal. That's the thing. Okay. So I hope you have understood this. But as such, you will be having your exam as MCQ type, so online. So graph बनाने को तो आपको नहीं आएगा, but you may be asked the questions like whether this point is a corner point of feasible region, or what is the value of Z, or maximum Z lies at on which point. So such type of question will come. So I will give you a mock test. Okay. Yesterday also I had day before yesterday also I had given you one test. So when you appear for that test, you will come to know what type of question may come. Okay. So please do appear for the test. I think today again I'm going to give you a link of the question, one more test. Okay. So With this, actually, we have completed our syllabus. All the topics we have taken, and the syllabus, I declared that syllabus is over today, but still we are going to take lectures. Any of your doubts or revision lectures we can take. Okay. So thank you all.